Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sade. Thank you for joining in. How you doing? What's good? What's crack-a-lackin'? What's poppin'? Okay? How are you guys doing? If you're new, welcome, hello. Please join the fam. Click the subscribe button below and yeah, let's get into this. So for today's video, I'm sure you guys already saw the title and you're like, what? Excuse me? Swear it? Who? Yes, your girl is 27 and your girl is still a virgin, okay? And you want to know something funny? Let me fix this. This is funny. You want to know something funny? It's actually not a bad thing. Like, I don't know why people think like, what? She's 27? And she's still a virgin? What? What is this? And you want to know something? I'm gonna get comfortable because this is gonna be a whole chit chat, okay? It's gonna be a whole sweet conversation. I'm telling you. But yes, it is right. 27, Sade, and still a virgin. Yes. And I know most of you guys are looking at me like, you a liar, but I'm actually not a liar. The reason why I'm a virgin is because there was no one that I thought, how do I explain this in a good way? Guys that I have dated or have talked to or anything like that, they're just, to be honest, there hasn't really been a guy that I could honestly just look at and be like, yeah, I'm ready. Okay, no, I lie. I take that back. There's just never been like, I've had connections and I've had moments with guys, but every time it got to that point where it's just like, yo, so sis, in my head, I was just looking at them. I would look at them and I would be like, okay, but would it really be worth it? Like, would it really be worth it in the end? Like, we weren't even, because I've only had one serious boyfriend. I don't know if I think I talked about this in another video or whatever, but I've only had like one serious boyfriend, and even in that, I don't even think it was a serious boyfriend because we were only in grade 10. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was for a year. He cheated on me. He sucks. So whatever. And that is already long gone. But past that, I can never say that I actually had a relationship. I've had situationships, and even in the situationships, I just never looked at it as like, y'all have never tried to claim me as your woman. Y'all would never say like, Sade, you're my woman. I want you. There has never been a guy who has actually, you know, said that like, Sade, I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be my woman. Yes, I'm a Christian, so, you know, I never want to say that like because of my faith and because of what I believe, that's why I did this. Most of the reason was just because like, I just had respect for myself enough to know that like, I just didn't want it to be with just some random or something like that. Not saying that other people who have done that don't have respect for themselves. It was just me and my standards at that time. I just didn't want that. You know what I mean? So, growing up, it was just kind of like, yeah, I wanted to be with my boyfriend. I wanted to be this. I want to be that. And then there was no boyfriend. There were situationships and they would treat me like trash. So I was just like, why would I give you something to now make you feel like you own me? You know? And so I was just like, no, I'm not going to give you nothing. Because then once you think that you can have that one time, you're going to have it all the time while not even actually, you know, calling me your woman, which is not okay. Most of the time it was because like we were really good friends. So they would just be like, nah, like, I don't want to ruin our friendship. And then obviously later on in life, we're not even friends anymore. So does it really matter? Another reason why I just didn't want to was because, in the church, when I started to understand my faith and when I started to understand like who God was and when it comes to the spirit and stuff like that, we started to learn about spiritual soul ties and all that stuff. And it sounds scary because, to be honest, it is scary. Once I understood that like you not only can you just connect with someone physically, but you could connect with them emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. That's when I was just like, whoa, you know, it's scary to know that like you could possibly be taking on someone else's spiritual aspect of their life, and who knows what could be going on in their life when it comes to their spirit. And then just imagine now if they have slept with other people and then you're taking on those other burdens. I was just like, chill. If I'm gonna do this, then please, I need to make sure that his spirit is correct, because he can't just be tainting me like that. It's not okay. It's not okay. So then I started to try and understand, like, you know, okay, what do they mean when it comes to spiritual soul ties? And basically it could be like, let's say, you know, the dude has anger issues, you know what I mean? Eventually, like when you connect with that person physically and you keep connecting with them, eventually what they have in their spirit will now become yours. And that's why they say, like, when you get married, you are bound. When you do all that stuff, you're bound, because in your spirit, you're connecting with that person. And to be honest, it's not even, it doesn't have to be just sex alone. It could be foreplay. It could even be like intimacy on an emotional level. You connect with someone so much emotionally to the point where like it's just like everything they feel, you feel, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So I was just like, it was just a lot. It's just a lot. And so I was just kind of like, okay, no, I gotta like just cool it down and just kind of wait. When it comes to the dating world, and when it comes to, okay, are you gonna wait until marriage? Are you not waiting till marriage? I want to make sure that I am secure in myself and I am maximizing in my singleness to the point where when the man that I am looking for, or whoever is trying to come into my life, is now coming in during the time that I am also ready for them. So I want them to be as ready for me just as much as I am ready for them. Positives and the woes. The positive to it is that a lot of the F-boys that try and come around me, they run. Because obviously they're coming for one thing. They're just like, ha! Bye. And I can't blame them. At least I know that they're being honest with me. You know what I mean? Because like, rather be honest with me and you just walk away. Granted, you're walking away from a bomb-ass woman, but you could walk away. It's fine. It's okay. Come as quick as they go, because I don't play games. I'm in a place where it's just like, if I know I'm actually ready to date someone, I'm gonna date with intention. And if you're not trying to date with intentions, then don't even look my way. It's that simple. At the same time, I'm also not looking at people now to be like, oh, I'm gonna try and date you with intention. No, I'm gonna talk to you, see how you is. I wanna see where your mind is at. And if it's kind of wonky, you might just be a friend. It's that simple. Like growing up, I grew up in a Christian house and I went to church and everything like that, but I didn't really understand, like, my relationship with God wasn't like that. So most of the time I was just going to church because my friends were there and I wanted cookies. And so like even growing up, by the time I got to the age of like, you know, like to the teens, so 13, 14, 15, around that time, I was just kind of like, I don't want to say I was scared of boys, because to be honest, like, if I liked the boy, I was kissing them. I don't care. I'll be like, I would tell them straight. I'll be like, I like you. Come over here. At my 14-year-old self, trust me, I have friends who can account to this. I did not care. I would just be like, yeah, I want to kiss you. Come here. And I was that kind of person. But at the same time, I would never now take it to a level where it's just like, oh yeah, now insert them in me. No, I was just like, no. I was just like, I'm not ready for that. And even when I would sit down and talk with my friends, a lot of them are like, yeah, God says that we need to wait till marriage and da da da. I was just kind of like, I know God says it, but people don't really do it. I was just like, I just feel like I'm at a place where I just don't want that to happen. I just don't. And so growing up, it was just kind of like, yeah, I just don't really want that to happen. Not because God told me to, but I just don't want it. Like, I will wait. I was just like, I'll wait for the right person. And no one is perfect or right, but I know that there's a right person for me. I just want to make sure that I don't regret it. That's it. And I still have that mindset, but with that mindset, it also includes like, yeah, I don't want soul ties, and I want to make sure that like I'm just secure in myself. So even when it gets to a point where like something like that does happen, and let's say we break up or he leaves or I leave or anything like that, I'm not going to be so broken to the point where I feel like, oh, I'm screwed, everything is done, over, woe is me. Like, no, I don't want that. So it's just like maximizing in my singleness, focusing on my relationship with God to the point where even if a man comes into my life and he leaves, I will be Gucci and I don't really care. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, if he comes into my life, it's just like an added value, but it's not like he is my all in all in my life. Like, if you're in my life, cool. You just added to whatever's going on in my life. But even if you leave my life, I'm still good without you. That's where I'm trying to get to. And so if that person is right, whoever it may be, he will be right and he will be there. And then we could get it popping, you know what I'm saying? How do people react when they find out you're a virgin? I get a lot of, there's never really a gray area. It's always like one or the other. So maybe the gray area, yeah, maybe I do get a gray area where like they're just,
oh, really? Really? Oh, that's interesting. Why? Ah.
And then I get the,
oh my gosh, why would you do that to yourself? Like, do you not feel anything?
yes, of course I feel. Doesn't mean I'm just gonna act on it right away. Like, what you talk about? It's why. And then I get the,
Wow, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. That's amazing. Yay. Woo.
and I still feel like that's kind of a lie. Because I know they're looking at me like, the way you are missing out on things. And sure, maybe I might be missing out, but I'm still good. Like, did I die? No. Did I break my neck? No. So I'm good. One of them will be like, are you okay? Like, you good? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm actually chilling. I'm doing great. Sometimes I'm not doing great. There are times where I'm just like, you know, maybe, sometimes it just feels like it's like a struggle when it doesn't need to be a struggle. And then you hear everyone's stories and you're just sitting there like, you feel like you're missing out on experiences. No, I don't feel like I'm missing out on experiences. I feel like I'm fine. Sometimes when I just be sitting in my lonesome and I'll just be chilling and I'm like, that itch is for some of those things. You get me? And then it gets to the point where you're just like, well, maybe I should have just, but then I never have. So are there times when I wish I wasn't a virgin? Yeah, like there have been moments where I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, ooh, there's some guys and I'm just like, oh, Sade. But like, it also helps me because then I know that it's like, they're only there for that one thing. So obviously it's a good thing that like, you know, I am like, you know, I'm a virgin, because obviously if I wasn't a virgin, then you would have played and toyed with my life and my mind and just contorted everything and just walked away. And I would have been like, how dare you? So, but there have been some guys that have came my way and they're like, so what's up? What's good? How you doing? I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm chilling, I'm doing me. And they're like, so what's up? You about to get it? And I'm just like, I want to, like, God has my heart, so you gotta go. That's pretty much it. I try to talk about as much as I can. I try to make it light and funny and everything like that. But that's all I have for now. Obviously, if you guys want to know more, I guess you can invade my life. Comment down below. You can go to my Instagram, ask me questions. I got Twitter too. Twitter is there. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you like this video. Because I really exposed myself, you guys. Like, I exposed myself. And sometimes talking about who knows, maybe there are people out there who are just like me. Maybe I'm not the only one. In 2020, maybe I'm not the only 27-year-old virgin that is just out here. Maybe. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace and love. Bye, guys.